Chapter 83. Precariousness. Fight for me. Leave no one behind. The previous Divine Blood army leader let out a loud command, and the First Legion's forces immediately surged towards the city. 600,000 Lower Heavenly Palace soldiers. It was like a relentless tide sweeping across the world. The inhabitants of the city wore expressions of despair as they witnessed the approaching First Legion. Seeing the First Legion on the verge of breaching the city, Mo Yaika's expression darkened. He bellowed, "Activate the 29 heaven and earth vertical and horizontal array in the west of the city." A resounding boom echoed as the western part of the city, populated by Mo Mansion's residents, was swiftly enveloped in a dense fog at Mo Yaika's command. In a matter of moments, the western section of the city was obscured by thick fog, acting as a barrier against the advancing First Legion. "It's Lord Mo. He's intervened." Some among the populace cheered. Mo Yaika boarded his flying boat and swiftly headed towards the fog-shrouded area in the west. The First Legion chief's eyes narrowed as he uttered a cold command, "Attack." Without hesitation, 100,000 troops charged into the dense fog. However, there was no communication from them after entering the fog. The First Legion chief's expression darkened. The army momentarily halted, but Mo Yaika's flying boat arrived at the scene of the formation. A sudden buzzing sound reverberated from within the formation, followed by a swarm of bats emerging from the fog. "Lord Mo has trapped the 100,000 strong army," someone exclaimed in surprise. The chest down formation. The First Legion chief's demeanor turned frosty. In the ancient sea manor within the city, 100,000 Lower Heavenly Palace soldiers, all vanquished. With the 29 heaven and earth vertical formations, Li Shenji's expression changed as he turned to Gu Hai for answers. Li Shenji and Long Shen Wu also directed their attention towards Gu Hai, as he was the one who had set up the formation. "Brother-in-law, did all those 100,000 troops perish?" Long Wenyu asked with curiosity. Gu Hai shook his head. "The 29 great formations cannot eliminate them entirely. They are merely trapped temporarily. If not resolved swiftly, they will break free from the formation soon." "Oh, it's temporary." Long Wenyu's expression turned sympathetic. "So, the grand formation will soon be breached from within. Mo Yaika's formation is ineffective." Yi Divine Needle furrowed his brows. Gu Hai gazed into the distance and shook his head. "Not necessarily." Well, everyone pondered. In the distance, as the First Legion chief of the Divine Blood army seemed poised to lead his troops to break the formation, the fog abruptly condensed, almost dissipating entirely, leaving behind only swirling columns of smoke, resembling a massive skeletal structure. The First Legion's advance ground to a halt as they beheld this spectacle. The 100,000 soldiers, previously unhindered, now appeared disoriented, while Mo Yaika stood atop a colossal cloud beast's head. The cloud beast's visage resembled none other than the Bat Ancestor. In the distance, the Bat Ancestor, previously locked in stalemate with Mosankai, was also taken aback upon seeing his original cloud beast within Mo Yaika's formation. Roar! The cloud beast emitted a thunderous roar. Instantly, countless bats soared into the sky, showcasing the Bat Ancestor's formidable power. The 29 heaven and earth vertical formations. "Is this a replication of me?" the Bat Ancestor observed from afar, astonished. "An improvised measure. Don't blame the Bat Ancestor," Mo Yaika stated solemnly. The Bat Ancestor narrowed his eyes, indifferent, and continued to focus on Mosankai, though occasionally casting glances at his original cloud beast form. Guided by Mo Yaika, the cloud beast extended its hands, and countless bats surged forth towards the group of Divine Blood army soldiers ahead. Boom, boom, boom. The formation, mimicking the Bat Ancestor of the Middle Heavenly Palace, effectively intercepted the soldiers and horses at the forefront. The First Legion chief sneered, the chest down formation. It's the game Heaven Pavilion formation, isn't it? If my dynasty hadn't chosen isolation, my great killing soldiers would have already conquered the Yishan Pavilion. And now they seek to obstruct me. Ready your arrows, rumble. In an instant, hundreds of thousands of troops drew their longbows, unleashing a volley of arrows towards Mo Yaika. Roar! The cloud beast roared defiantly and swatted its massive sleeve, deflecting numerous arrows. With a swift motion, it struck its palm at the dozens of lower Heavenly Palace generals before it. Boom! The impacted generals were sent flying. The fearsome great god-slaying blood army. They're nothing, Mo Yaika laughed disdainfully. With that declaration, the cloud beast swiftly engaged a general. Despite the numerical disparity between Middle Heavenly Palace and Lower Heavenly Palace, Mo Yaika remained composed. However, facing numerous opponents, Mo Yaika dared not linger in one place for too long. He continued to fight on multiple fronts, diverting the First Legion's attention while engaging in sporadic skirmishes. The First Legion chief observed Mo Yaika coldly, a malicious grin spreading across his face. Is there anyone my divine blood army cannot overcome? Attack! As hundreds of thousands of troops drew their longbows, a deluge of arrows descended upon Mo Yaika. Roar! The cloud beast emitted a deafening roar and swiped its massive sleeve, causing countless bats to scatter away from the incoming barrage. Simultaneously, the cloud beast lashed out, striking dozens of lower Heavenly Palace generals with tremendous force. Boom! The impacted generals were forcefully propelled backward by the sheer power of the blow. Ha ha! Is this the feared great god-slaying blood army? Pathetic! Mo Yaika's laughter echoed across the battlefield. With a swift motion, the cloud beast lunged towards a general. Despite the vast discrepancy between Middle and Lower Heavenly Palace, Mo Yaika remained confident in his abilities. However, facing overwhelming odds, Mo Yaika knew better than to linger in one location for too long. He continued to engage in skirmishes, taunting and provoking the First Legion while evading their attacks. The First Legion chief observed Mo Yaika with a cold smile. Seems like there's no one my divine blood army can't handle. Attack, rumble! The army swiftly descended upon Mo Yaika's cloud beast, determined to eliminate the threat. Meanwhile, Li Shenji observed the situation with narrowed eyes. Is Mo Yaika deliberately provoking the First Legion to draw their attention? The disappearance of the fog from the Grand Formation, leaving only the smoke pillar frames, indicates Mo Yaika's deception. With just one cloud beast, he can't withstand the onslaught of the 600,000 strong army. He's merely diverting their focus, showing the overconfidence of the divine blood army, Guhai remarked, his gaze piercing into the distance. As Mo Yaika held off the First Legion in the south, a new threat emerged from the north. The Second Legion, heed my command. Assault the city and shed blood. The Second Legion chief's command reverberated across the battlefield. Roar! A unified roar erupted from the north, striking fear into the hearts of the city's inhabitants. Although the west of the city was barricaded, the threat from the north loomed large. With 200,000 troops blocking potential escape routes, the remaining 4,000 advanced towards the city's northern front under the leadership of the Second Legion chief. Rumble! The advancing army showed no signs of hesitation as they approached. Even as they passed by Wu Yu Academy, fleeing students and instructors found themselves unable to outrun the Divine Blood Army, meeting their demise under the enemy's blades. Your Majesty, lend us your aid, cried out the desperate voices from the city. In response, Qin Zibai stepped forward with a resounding roar. I shall confront the Divine Blood Army. Accompanied by his followers, Qin Zibai prepared to defend the city. Yet, even with the assistance of 10 lower Heavenly Palace warriors, they appeared outnumbered against the 400,000 strong enemy force. Attack, Qin Zibai commanded, launching an assault against the Divine Blood Army. But the 2nd Legion chief sneered in response. Fools, release the arrows. Qin Zibai deftly dodged the incoming barrage and made a beeline for the 2nd Legion chief, aiming to disrupt their command. Despite encountering numerous obstacles, Qin Zibai persisted in his advance, hoping to sow chaos among the enemy ranks. Heh, a novice from Middle Heavenly Palace dares to challenge me, mocked the 2nd Legion chief, unleashing a powerful strike. Their blades clashed with a thunderous bang. Boom! To everyone's shock, Qin Zibai was forcefully pushed back by the sheer force of the blow. A chill swept through the city as they witnessed the setback. At the 3rd Legion's command, attacked the city and shed blood. Another command rang out from the city's southern front. No! Desperate cries echoed from within the city walls. In response, Chongsheng rallied the Chong family members to defend the city's southern front. Roar! As vampires surged forward, bats filled the sky, heralding the onslaught. Rumble! The Chong family's formidable strength was unleashed as they clashed, with the Divine Blood Army holding their ground against the onslaught. But as the battle raged on, Chongming's expression darkened. Despite his extraordinary abilities, the odds were stacked against them. With his father gravely injured and facing overwhelming enemy forces, he knew they were in dire straits. Patriarch, the nation is in peril. Please forgive my father's transgressions and allow him to atone. Chongming pleaded earnestly to the distant Bat ancestor. With a grim expression, the Bat ancestor relented, sparing Chongsheng for the time being. Thank you, Patriarch. Chongsheng expressed his gratitude with a respectful bow before rushing towards the 3rd Legion chief. Meanwhile, in the city's eastern front, the 4th Legion launched their assault. The Divine Blood Army is relentless, King Shikong declared, as he rallied his Shijia disciples to defend the city with the Bukdao formation. Rumble! Battles erupted in all 4 corners of the city as Dayuan's forces fought desperately against overwhelming odds. To the west, Mo Yike struggled against the 1st Legion, while Qin Zibai faced insurmountable challenges from the 2nd Legion in the north. The Chong family valiantly defended the southern front, while King Shikong's disciples braced themselves against the 4th Legion in the east. Panic gripped the city's inhabitants as they witnessed the chaos unfolding before their eyes. Amidst the turmoil, Gu Hai's gaze remained focused, contemplating the dire situation at hand.